Hello, and thank you so very much for joining me tonight. I go by Lune, and today I'm going to be creating a little video for you, a little from my perspective, energy work session by proxy to support you in stabilizing your energy. I've witnessed a lot of mania. I've witnessed a lot of manic emotions, of obsession recently, of excitement, but on the side of excitement that is too much, that is essentially creating a major back and forth in our energetic field. But we're going to see it, if we're not careful, manifest in our lives as this like high and low and high and low, and it's quite a ride. It's quite uncomfortable. This ties into the law of rhythm, and I just thought it would be a good idea to add to the collection of video offerings here something that supports bringing in a specifically stabilizing of our energetic systems. I'm in my office today. It's daytime and there's a lot of cars driving by, so please bear with me. I'm still here and I'm moving, and you know, I'm in a weird spot right now, guys, so please just bear with me. We're gonna light our candle. This comes up as well in our energetic system as anxiety, depression, fear, nervous energy is a good way to put it. Because nervousness can be like, oh my god, there's my crush and I'm nervous, you know, but it can also be like, ooh, like it's the same thing, kind of, you know. So if you want to have a look, right, we're going to set our intention on behalf of the highest and greatest good, in perfect comfort and alignment. Wish to conduct this Reiki session by proxy for the collective as a support to stabilize their emotions, their energy specifically in general, nervous energy, anxious energy, depression, discomfort, uncomfortable excitement. And sometimes we get so excited, something might seem so good, but then we start to become impatient because we become so excited, or we feel rushed, or we feel like we want to rush things. That's not really supportive for us. So if you'd like to have a look at this flame and set an intention of your own, or add to this something a little more specific that you're working with in this realm, please do. Right. You can focus on the fire first as an energy of transmutation, to boil down that energy, that energetic feeling, that kind of feeling. Boil it down to the elements so they can be repurposed, redirected in a more effectively supportive way to us. Going to bring in some clearing. This is actually a patchouli incense. I think patchouli is quite interesting. It has a both spiritual and grounding kind of energy to it. we're going to take this little smoke you could barely see and just start by going around, preparing for this little session, starting to do the work a little bit by releasing what's in the more external parts of your energetic system or energetic bodies. Going around all different paths and channels, meridians. When we're in this state, we often don't make the best decisions for ourselves. We might be impulsive. We might be just a little misguided because our perspective is so thrown by these highs and lows, or this depression, or this bliss. It's too much. So I just want to stabilize. Back, the shoulders. Let it go. Let it roll off. Again, this kind of ties into Gemini season. I'm not trying to do that, but it kind of ties in, the back and forth, the dualistic perspective, riding the up and down, and it becomes confusing. Okay, so I'm going to focus on your palms. Okay, the meridians in your arms. Across your collarbone, clavicle, up the back of your neck, spinal stem, I guess is the way to say it, and then down the spine, clearing those little connections, receptors. Okay. I'm going to show you some crystals first. Right. So this is amber, and I know I brought out amber in a recent video. But speaking on the melty, gooey kind of energy, there's movement, right, in sap. Obviously not so much amber. There's movement, but it's slow. It's with purpose. It's with a peak. It's with proper timing, like flowers bloom at the right time and sap oozes, I guess, when it's meant to. This kind of natural nature mind. I just thought it'd be nice to bring this in for some kind of grounding and relaxed energy. I find amber to be so soothing. Similarly, excuse me, have a chunk of salt for cleansing, and I'm going to use this in your etheric body, kind of like how I use selenite to cleanse the body, and just remind you that salt baths or even a salt scrub in your shower can be a nice effective way to support you in releasing that doesn't serve you, but also, if done with the intention to create harmony, release excess in either direction, good and bad excess. Too much good is not good, is it? I know that sounds weird, right? But what I mean specifically is those manic highs, I watch myself. I've luckily adapted a bit of a emotional understanding or comprehension. And even when I feel very excited over a good thing or it feels good in the moment, I know it's not going to sustain, so I try to channel it outward and share it. And that can be another very effective tool when we have those high manic or high vibing kind of reaching the about the red line, about to like go above what is comfortable. To share the love, to share the excitement, to empower others, to get someone else excited. Alright, so I'm going to leave this out. Here are 2 wands, a lepidolite and an indigo gabbro. One is from Monk and Moon, one is from the Real Crystal Witch. And I love these in conjunction to hold in my hands, or when I'm working with a client, sometimes I ask them to hold on to these. Actually, I'm doing it backwards, like this. Lepidolite has such a calming, softening kind of energy, but specifically these 2, lepidolite comes in many forms. I'm so sorry about that noise outside. Many variants, I guess is the way to say it. And this one has such a stormy look to it with these, like a stormy sky. And this one as well, although it's more difficult to see. But this one's like a pale indigo with a black. And I love their stormy vibes. Supportive of change, but more importantly in our theme today, I picture the calm after the storm. That yes, there might be a downfall of rain, yes, and I love that. And yes, there might be lightning. Something has to strike, something might have to cut through. So let's use our power to be the lightning, to cut through the static and ground that energy into a place where it can be shared or used in a more effective way, and we don't get burned by our own system here, So be the lightning, cut through. And the same goes for depression or anxiety or nervousness. We can cut through. We have to develop tools in order to do so, but we can do it. Depression is a part of life. It's something we all deal with. In alchemy, it's known as the blackening phase. The point where we get boiled down to be reformed. Oh, look at my shirt. Boiling it down, yo. Got the sun and the moon, yo. Got the elements, yo. We're doing this. Alright. Then I brought this water quartz, river quartz. It has like these orange and purple kind of inclusions. It's quite beautiful. This is from Earthling360 on Instagram. And I don't even know why I brought this, honestly. It just really felt stable. It felt balanced. I thought I would bring it in for you to see what you think of it. It's really gorgeous. I love how it's got like orangey red and purpley dark in there. It's just beautiful. Okay. And this is just more of a speaking point than something I'm going to use with you guys, but something like this or whatever, right? But for me, something like this. This is a clear quartz point, very programmable, they say. The master healer. When we're dealing with excitement or that like high mania, I honestly, like a crush comes up, right? You're like, ooh, like you don't even know this person yet. Honestly, you don't know this person yet, but you're like, ooh, you know, like it's crazy. Something like that, or just being excited about things going really well and you like just get in that buzzy state. Maybe that's me, maybe none of you resonate that much. Please let me know if you do. But if you're in that high state, it can be super good. Ugh, I hate that phrase. But it can be quite powerful to channel that feeling into something like a stone, to use it like a battery for later. Alternatively, though, I do suggest putting stuff out, sharing it, whether that means just sitting in the earth, in the dirt, or outside, or looking out your window and sharing, intending to share and distribute, and know that you cannot contain this beautiful feeling for so long. It was a treat. That was such a treat. But let me share it, because that is the natural rhythm, you know. Let me send it out. You're not sending it away like you won't ever tap into it again or that it's gone, but we can't contain a pot that's about to boil over, you know. So share it. Share those good vibes, yo, before they become too much. And on the other hand, do I have one here? I might have given it away. I think I did. I'll have to be creative, guys. I know you're here, dude. Okay, well, not the best example. I have some pretty big, beautiful ones. No offense, little guy. But here we have a piece of black tourmaline. Okay. Little itty bitty one. And when you have a low feeling, a low depression, nervousness, anxiety, feelings of lack, whatever it is that's dragging you down low, you can channel that energy into something like a black tourmaline, which is quite absorbent, like carbon anyway. So to channel, put it in your dominant hand. For me, I'm a righty. My right hand is dominant. And channel the feeling of depression or stress or anxiety or nervous energy or whatever it is into something like this. And actually having a little piece is quite good. You can typically get a little bulk of these for fairly inexpensive. And after you've worked with it for a little while, maybe a month, maybe a week, whatever, go and bury it. Just go bury it. Get rid of it. Go bury it and walk away. Don't look back, you know, take it somewhere. Your feelings, that energy, it's not bad. It's only bad because it's stuck in you and it wants to move. Again, depression causes breakthroughs, you know. It's all good. It's just not good when we're experiencing it for a long time or when it's stuck. And again, we're containing the depression just like we might be trying to contain the bliss. Okay? So black tourmaline is a great example of one we can use in that way. I have a session soon. I just don't want to be late. Out of all the stones, I don't use black tourmaline in my practice. I just happen to have one here. But I never use them with people because it's so absorbent and they need to be cleansed so deeply, such as by burying them. I'm going to use this spray from Bala's Perfumery. I know she has an Etsy shop and a regular website. VALAS Perfumery. This one is for astral projection, and I use this most often in my practice when I want to work with the astral form. I think it works amazing for that intention. It smells insane too, like so good. So I'm going to focus on spraying this around you to connect with your astral form. You don't really need it, but I just like it. Okay, so I'm going to go to the back of you. The side, and the front. And then my hand. So we're going to go a little deep now to connect through the astral. It's almost like I can see your skeleton. I can see your skull. Okay. Excuse me. I'm going to use my salt here and just comb through your right into the deepest part to help relieve, release, cleanse, stabilize, purify, harmonize. Okay? Just gonna drag it through. You know what? I'll change the view for you in case you like to look. Just kind of sneaking it through your astral form, spirit body. Go down the legs, down the arms, and if you've ever left salt on the counter in a humid day, you know how much it attracts to it and pulls moisture and all different impurities as well, and that's what we're working with here. Not to say your energy isn't pure, I don't mean that, of course. Definitely feeling it. It's weird. I feel it on my left side, but I also feel it on your right side. I don't know what that's telling me right here. I can use a little oil on my hands. This is just a blend, a stress relief blend. It has Gananga, geranium, lemongrass, and sweet orange. I'm just going to use this as I put it on my hands. As we move on to the more channeling approach. Focusing on my palm points, on these kind of magnetic properties. Positive, negative, hot and cold, up and down, in and out, receptive, dominant. Right, and to clarify our intention again, on behalf of the greatest, highest, and greatest good, and perfect comfort and alignment, to channel this energy to you on your behalf, if you accept, of course, never forceful, to assist with stabilizing your energetic field so that you can navigate most effectively, more clearly, more focused, more in alignment with your true path, your true calling, your fulfillment. It's fun, right? Emotions are fun. Energy is fun and playful. And it's not bad to have these highs, but if they are creating this like manic kind of situation, then no, probably not the best, right? So we're just bringing into stability, awareness. Okay. And the acknowledgement that we can share these things in helpful and supportive ways. Okay? Just focusing first, kind of, if I may say, deposit these little kind of balls or bubbles. Your energy system, for them to circulate and move around and create a harmonized zone to absorb what is too much and just bring a gentle balance. As if they're like, again, like little carbon pieces, like activated charcoal, picking up the excess, picking up the toxins, picking up the extreme. And being flushed through your system. Out your dominant side. Be that your foot, or your arm, or out of your eyes, as you look and just release, or through your breath. And those little bubbles. Just carry it out, cleanse out, release. And now we're going to channel or focus now on channeling to replace and refill. We don't take out without putting back in. Just a gentle, pinkish kind of energy of stability and compassion. Vital energy while still being soft and comfortable. I saw like Mother Mary kind of figure for a sec. Great. Just brushing off your arms and down your legs. Alright, so you feel pretty good. And thank you so very much for letting me be a little piece of your path today. It's so terrible at self-promotion, but I do have some more t-shirts in my shop, as well as, of course, I teach Reiki and other esoteric healing modalities, healing arts, you could say. And yeah, I'm, as I said, moving. I'm planning on some really amazing things once I do get settled in. But this is a kind of slow process. It's not going to happen overnight. So just really appreciate you being along for the journey. Thank you so much to Patreons, those supporting on Tingles. I love you guys so much. I appreciate it so much. It's just such a treat. From the bottom of my heart, as always,